Stop right there.
Never was good at following directions. A little late.
May I?
Since when do you ask permission?
You haven't lost your touch.
Neither have you.
They're 3 career criminals with 1 shot at freedom. Now they're working for the feds who put them away. These are the women of Spies. Bad girls gone good.
Auditioning for fame. Oh my. Oh. What is that smell?
Dried seaweed, oil vapors, gold greetings.
Oh, it's this plant. Where'd it come from?
Remember the Russian arms dealer we busted last week?
Oh my God, the one I had a French kiss who smelled like wet dog? This is going back now.
I told Cross we didn't want it, but he said recycling government seizures is cost effective.
Where's Shane? It'd be nice if we had a hand with this.
I don't know. When I got up this morning, a bed was still made.
New boyfriend?
Would have told us, unless he has an extra toe or something.
One night stand?
With a little morning replay.
Well, maybe that's her. Shane?
Sorry to disappoint you.
Don't tell me. We're already on the clock.
I am. I can't seem to find the expense report you filed yesterday.
Well, that's weird. I know I turned it in.
Apparently it's missing.
You know, speaking of missing, I can't seem to get Shane on the phone.
That is serious. Maybe we should move to DEFCON 4.
It's nice to know you're so concerned about your agents.
Did it ever occur to you that perhaps your friend actually has a life?
I thought spies weren't supposed to have lives.
Did someone get out of the literal side of bed this morning?
Hey! I gotta go.
Hey!
Oh, look at the new plants.
Where have you been?
And what was his name?
Oh, I wish, yeah. A friend of mine had an emergency operation. I just spent the night at County General.
Let me get this straight. You, who can't stand the sight of blood, voluntarily spent the night in the hospital?
Hey, a friend in need.
Which friend?
Somebody I met at the gym. You wouldn't know her. Ooh, what's that funky smell?
Ode to arms dealer. Don't ask.
Don't worry.
Okay, it doesn't take a con woman to know that was the worst lie ever.
Sick friend in the hospital? Please, I used that line on my parents in junior high.
Did it work?
This face lie.
Since when did we start keeping secrets from each other?
Oh. Looks like our regulars are out in force this morning.
Tiny Speedo guy?
And bald hairy guy.
Chunky butch guy?
Check. No, wait. We've got chunky butch girl. Ooh, there's skinny naked guy. Oh, water must be cold today.
Going out again?
Yeah, I gotta get back to the hospital.
What about your spinning class? I'm spun out. And if Cross wants to know where you are, I'll check in. Tell your friend I hope she...
That's it, I'm calling the cops.
What for?
Speedo guy's taking pictures of us with a lens that's longer than what he's got inside those trunks.
Oh, great. What are you going to say? Hello, Mr. Policeman. I work for a secret government organization. Can you please come to my house and question me?
Okay, bad idea. But unless you want to be featured on peepingtom.com, we gotta do something.
Oh, that's the cable guy.
Before noon? That's a first. What?
Arcadia Cable. Call for service?
Oh my god.
Excuse me?
Oh, my God. The cable's out, and you're here to fix it.
Yay!
Can we see some identification, Gordon?
Yeah, sure.
Why do guys always take such great ID photos?
TV's right over there.
Great view.
Don't say it.
I can think it. Visiting art professor. I gotta say, that's a great cover.
Well, given the many works of art I've stolen, I think I've earned it.
So how did you get the university to hire you?
I wasn't hired. I was invited. See, it's International Culture Week. No one looks at credentials too carefully.
Looks like that dude's got credentials.
Yuri Sarkov, party chairman of one of those little Russian republics. He's speaking this afternoon. If you want to sit in, I've got a free lap.
Yeah, I'd rather we roll around in this.
You fenced to stuff all right.
Yeah. Hang on to something or someone too long, you're bound to get in trouble.
Listen, Shane. I never told you how bad I felt when you took the fall in our last job.
A card or a letter would have been nice. File and a cake, maybe.
How can I make it up to you?
Cutting me in on that museum heist would be a start.
You seem to be doing just fine without me.
Fine? I'm 25. I still got roommates. Vincent playing his kid stuff.
Well, it's a lot less risky than breaking into museums.
I like risky. This ordinary I got a problem with.
Baby, there is nothing ordinary about you.
Just what I thought. County General doesn't allow overnight visitors.
And she's never missed a spinning class. She's lying to
And that
us.
worries me.
I think the problem is in the line coming into the house. I'm gonna need to take a look at the box outside.
It's just behind the gate. Where's the key?
I think Shane took it to make copies.
And I'm guessing she's been too busy to get around to it.
Maybe it's in the dresser in her bedroom.
Don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Seeing him in boxers?
Seeing him naked.
Yep. Your boyfriend.
Nope. Old boyfriend.
Oh, yeah, he was a little Fredericks. Found the key.
Found a $50,000 bracelet.
Is that real?
Put it this way. If they're handing these out at the hospital, you can check me in.
You can just leave the key under the mat when you're finished.
Sure, no problem.
Just because Shane has a diamond bracelet doesn't mean she stole it. Even though she used to be a thief. Who used to steal bracelets?
Still no answer.
I can't believe she's fallen off the wagon. Is that the right expression for returning to a life of crime?
Close enough.
Let's get to ComScent.
Here's the expense report you asked for.
I thought you already turned it in.
It's a copy, just in case you can't find the original.
I'll consider it. Is there something else?
About our expenses. We need a housing allowance.
You already have a house.
We also have a plant from a guy named Boris.
Ah, yes, the Russian arms dealer. He was quite fond of you before you dislocated his shoulder.
Look, we're elite crime fighters who have successfully completed 100% of our missions. Not 99, 100. Which means we should get what we want.
You are elite crime fighters, yes. And you've been over budget in 100% of your missions, which means you'd get what I give you.
I can't find Shane, which wouldn't be a problem except she has the paperwork from her last case. I was supposed to file a report yesterday.
I thought Cassie...
That's a different report. So, can you help me find her?
Yeah, Shane's field testing. This is for me. It's an MPSD.
Multi-purpose surveillance device?
Wow.
I'm good with acronyms.
It's equipped with an audio transmitter and a homing beacon.
Fighting crime and gum disease. Cool.
All I have to do is isolate the signal from the beacon and extrapolate a location.
It's called a budget. It's a simple concept, really. It's used to make people accountable.
Oh, accountable, such a nasty word.
It'll grow on you.
Like fungus on my hydrangea. What about our clothing allowance?
Cut.
Car allowance?
Out of gas.
We don't even get reimbursed for mileage?
Not unless you're on a mission. And that doesn't include going to the spa.
Do we have any perks left?
You get to work for me.
Excuse me while I celebrate.
And there she is. Pacific University between the Quad and Butler Hall.
Duncan, you're the best. You think she's taking an extension course?
Yeah, how to steal and send your colleagues to jail.
At Harvard, we call that Introduction to Wall Street. I still don't think it's fair we all get hammered if one of us slips up. There has to be a loophole.
Cross took away all loopholes along with our clothing allowance, car allowance, and everything else.
Barely pays to be a spy anymore.
Fire alarm.
Standard Shane diversion.
And there she is.
What's in the facilities building that's worth stealing?
Let's ask her. Shane! 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 Wait up! Go back to the car.
Duncan. Duncan!
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. I have the tendency to get lost in my own little world when I work on fractal equations. More specifically,
Duncan!
Yes, sir.
Did Dee Dee happen to mention where she and Cassie went this afternoon?
No. But I think I know where they went.
And where might that be?
Well, they were looking for Shane. She had something, paperwork, I think. Maybe it was an old mission, maybe a report.
I don't care what it is. Where did they go?
They couldn't find her. Shane, I mean, so I triangulated her position using my new dental floss surveillance device.
Dental floss.
Yeah. It's actually a multi-purpose surveillance device. I've modeled it after a, but it's really more of a prototype. It's actually surprisingly accurate, within 300ths of a mile.
Duncan, I think you and I need to have a little chat about the She Spies.
Yeah, I'd like that. So, whenever you've got a moment in your schedule, I'll...
Now.
Oh. Am I in trouble? Go!
Don't want to get too far ahead.
I'm pretty sure you can't backseat drive from the front seat.
Sorry.
What are you doing?
Centering my chi.
Your what?
My chi. My life force energy. Look, I know you think I'm crazy, but according to that book I read on Feng Shui, the placement of those plants has a huge impact on our personal energy.
All right, if your Feng Shui theory's right, why is it that as soon as we moved those plants, we found out Shane sold a $50,000 bracelet and Crocs took away all of our perks?
Maybe we moved them in the wrong direction. Special delivery.
Sweet.
I'll show you, sweet.
Johnny, my man, take the rest of the day off.
Okay.
Duncan says if you aim this at the building, it'll read body heat.
Why make it look like a hairdryer, though?
I don't know. I guess he's big into personal hygiene this week.
Okay, 101.
Hey, that's Uncle Blue Bear.
How do you know that?
I have one. They vibrate.
You seem a little too pleased about that.
I meant that in a good way. Moving on to 102,
Definitely not Shane.
unless you're getting 200 pounds on the way over here.
Okay, 103.
Shane?
Shane?
I didn't know she was double jointed.
Oh my God, this is better than cable.
Hey, maybe we shouldn't get it fixed.
Hey, do you have the list of tenants from the directory?
Apartment 103, Joseph Ellis. Joseph Ellis is an alias for Evan Harris.
The Evan Harris is Shane's ex-partner in crime?
$21 million in stolen goods, arrested 7 times, never found guilty.
I don't believe it. She took the fall for him, now she's back with him?
Must be a hard habit to break.
Guess that explains the stolen bracelet.
We gotta stop this. I look really bad in orange prison jumpsuits.
Federal agent, you want to tell us what you're doing here?
I don't know, do we? We don't. And no. If those really were feds, is this gonna go on my record?
Not if they don't catch us.
Stop. Consider yourself caught.
So let me get this straight. You assigned Shane to work undercover with Evan Harris?
Correct. And if I hadn't sent agents to stop you, you would have blown her cover.
If you'd clued us in from the beginning, there wouldn't have been a problem.
I mean, did you really think we weren't going to find out?
We're spies, remember?
Ladies, Shane didn't want you to know. Evan Harris is in the country to steal the chalice of Jerusalem. It's on loan to Pacific University.
It's beautiful.
Supposedly it was used in the Last Supper. The Vatican Museum originally had 3 chalices.
2 were stolen 6 months ago.
How did you know that?
Cable's out. I'm forced to read the paper.
If you know Harris is after the chalice, why are you allowing him to steal it?
Because we want the person who hired him. We suspect he has the other 2. And since Harris usually works for the team...
And since Shane was formerly his partner in crime...
You think she'll be able to ferret out the other buyer?
And retrieve the 2 missing
And
chalices.
put Evan away for good.
Do you always complete each other's sentences?
Great blondes think alike.
Excuse me. Am I interrupting something?
We know about Evan. And the mission. So you told him.
Actually, we followed you.
Then he followed us.
Then he told us. By the way, how did you know where we were?
He's never going to tell you. Had to be Duncan.
Duncan wouldn't tell.
He would if somebody threatened him.
You threatened Duncan? That's just mean.
Let me remind you that you were the one who manipulated a vulnerable civil servant and put his job in jeopardy.
You're not going to fire him, are you?
Well, back up. You followed me?
We were worried about you.
Evan Harris is bad news.
Bad boys are always the hardest to get over.
You should have never taken this assignment. This is exactly why I didn't want you to tell them.
What I know about last night is that you become involved with Harris on an intimate level. Something you were told specifically not to do.
Part of my cover.
You spent the night with him.
Yeah. And if I was a guy, you wouldn't be ragging on me.
Your emotions are in play. And when emotions are in play, spies get hurt. Turning this over to Interpol. They won't be able to recover the chalices, but at least they'll get Harris.
Listen, you hired me to be a spy. You have to let me prove that I can do it.
I don't have to do anything.
All she needs is some good backup.
What kind?
Maybe we need to convince Evan Harris to let her partners in on the job. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you smoking? The job's tonight. He's not going to go for it. Besides, he's already got Johnny Reed lined up.
So we'll unline him. Give us a shot at this.
All right. You do it. You do it with them. Or you don't do it at all.
So? So, sounds like I don't have a choice.
Look, I know you're mad at us, but wouldn't you have done the same thing if you were in our place?
Not in a million years.
Really? Not even if you found this?
First you follow me, then you ransack my room?
We were looking for the key to the side gate. By the way, you have some really cool underwear. but I digress.
Where do you get off? We all get off at San Quentin if you screw up. And by the looks of it, you screwed up big time.
I think you owe us an explanation.
It's from a Heights cross setup. To prove to Evan that I still had the touch. It's how I earned my way on his next score. What happens when Cross realizes it's missing? I replaced it with a fake. I was gonna switch it back. Really? When? I just want to hold on to it for a while. I'm going to return it. Look, if this scam's gonna work, we gotta get ready.
Make sure you close the drapes when you change.
Which girl?
Speedo guy. And he's got a camera.
Anybody home?
Hey, Gordon.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, I have to order a part. Can I borrow that key again?
Yeah, sure, it's under the mat. How long is this gonna take?
10 minutes max, and I'm on your way. See ya.
I'm gonna miss him.
We'll always have our fantasies. Okay, back to work.
If we put a van here, it should take us about 30 seconds to get across the loading dock to the back entrance. Feds.
Federal agent, stop!
Get in.
Give chase for half a mile, then drop off. I always said you had great timing, baby.
So what? Johnny's gonna roll?
No, he won't. He's looking at a third strike. The gig is definitely off, though. Feds probably faxed my face to every patrol car from Beverly Hills to the barrio.
No. This score is way too big to drop. What if I can line up a couple of replacements?
It's too late.
Maybe not. You know those two friends I live with? Evan took the bait. She'll be here in 5 minutes.
I think your watch is a little slow.
Hi, you called for table service?
Oh, they already sent someone.
Must be a duplicate order. Happens when you call more than once. Have a nice day.
Did you call more than once? I spent 20 minutes on hold listening to the Carpenters. I wouldn't do that twice. Duncan, hi. I'm in a bit of a hurry, but can you run a check on Gordon Braddock? He works for Arcadia Cable.
Cassie, you know I really want to help you and the Spies, but according to Mr. Cross, I need authorization before I can...
There isn't time. Duncan, this is just a simple background check.
It's for a mission?
Yes.
A real mission?
Yes.
You're sure I won't get into trouble?
No. You won't get in trouble this time, I promise. Call me back. Hey, guys. This is Evan Harris.
The three of you met in prison.
Yeah, great place to network.
I told them about our party planner cover-up.
Case the joint by day and break in at night. Cute.
Cute enough to pay the mortgage on a beach house.
Dee Dee makes Johnny Reed look like an amateur. Cassie's the best con in L.A. So, let's cut the chatter and get down to business. Fine by me?
If I decide to cut you in, you'll get 20%. The both of you.
If we decide we want in, we get 50.
I don't think so.
Look, the feds are already on to you. We should get 80% hazard pay.
40. That's as high as I go.
Come, done.
Chalice is here, inside the inner gallery. That is a pressure-sensitive switch.
Slow down there, Pink Panther. How you plan an offensive chalice?
Whoa. Did she just call me Pink Panther?
You didn't answer the question.
I already have a client.
Who?
Your friends ask a lot of questions.
We just want to make sure your client is good for the green.
Oh, he's good. And you're not getting a name.
Why not?
Because I don't trust you.
Oh, come on, we're thieves.
not dishonest.
And I'm a businessman, not a sucker. And do I continue? The chalice is on display in a case with an alarm. The inner gallery is locked until the exhibit is unveiled at 8. The key to disengaging the security system is a voice recognition code, which must be given by the museum curator. There are 3 different codes which are rotated daily. The code is the curator's name, followed by a series of numbers and words.
Once the security is disengaged, I'll access the gallery through the ventilation system. Dee will take Johnny Reed's place in the band with Evan. She'll hack into the security system to find out which code has been activated. Once she has the code, she'll transmit it to Cassie, who'll take Evan's place at the reception. Cassie will get the required words and numbers by engaging the curator in conversation. Her transmitter will relay the curator's voice to Dee.
Then I cut the words together and replay them to disarm the system.
And we're in.
Any luck with the code yet?
One more firewall. Here we go. The code for tonight is Red 9 Midnight. Oh, and don't forget his name.
Piece of cake.
Did you activate your external mic?
Doing it now.
Got some bad news. The code changes in 6 minutes. You've got 5 to get me the information.
Excuse me?
You took a long time getting inside.
Security was a little tired than I thought, thanks to someone I know.
Megan Woodbury with the BBC.
Oh, Michael Osborne, a pleasure to meet you.
Okay, got the name.
My network is interested in doing a piece on your museum, but featuring you, of course.
What an honor. I'm flattered.
Get the mic a little closer. I'm having trouble hearing him.
We'll need you to fly to London. Would you prefer a noon coach or first class on the red eye?
Noon coach. In time for tea.
Oh, I can't believe he passed on first class. I still need red.
We'll also need to know your favorite color for the roses in your dressing room.
How about mauve?
Is this guy for real?
We have a red that's almost mauve.
Red will be fine.
Got red. Looking for 9 and midnight.
We'll be shooting live in London at 5 p.m., so tell your friends to watch. What time would that make it here?
8 a.m.
9.
Oh. Have you considered daylight savings time? That would make it, oh, I'm so bad with numbers. What time would that make it?
9, I believe.
9, of course. Silly me.
Got 9? You got 1 minute to get him to say midnight.
We were thinking of having that wonderful actor Dustin Hoffman narrate the program.
Oh, I adore Dustin Hoffman.
I particularly enjoyed his earlier films.
I loved Tootsie.
No, not Tootsie. The one with John Voight. It was groundbreaking for its time.
John Voight. I don't think I know that one.
Of course you do. Something cowboy.
Urban Cowboy.
No?
Rhinestone Cowboy?
No.
American Cowboy.
Midnight.
Something about night.
Sleeping Cowboy?
No! Oh, sorry, I get so frustrated when it's on the tip of my tongue.
10 seconds.
I think it began with M.
Malibu Cowboy.
No!
Midnight Cowboy?
Yes! Yes!
Instead of Hoffman, do you think you could get De Niro?
Oh, I'll see what I can do.
You get 60 seconds before that code changes.
Michael Osborne. Red 9. Midnight.
Shane, you're good to go.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Hello? Duncan. Gordon Braddock died last month? That's impossible.
Nothing's impossible. Don't you believe in the afterlife?
Easy, okay? These shoes are killing me.
Gordon? Who's Gordon? Our cable repair guy. He's carrying a gun. How dangerous is Malibu?
Gordon is in my employ.
Yuri Sarkov is the client?
What the hell is going on?
You assured me she could be trusted. Fortunately for both of us, I decided to run my own security chain.
The box with their DSL line was welded shut. When I finally hacked in, I hit a dozen firewalls. All standard government issue.
So, we work for the post office.
An hour for the cable company. You were fed.
Evan.
You set me up. It was all a lie?
Not all of it.
The money has been wired to your offshore account, Mr. Harris. But if you expect us to continue working together, might I suggest that you screen your partners more carefully? Dispose of them.
Evan.
Seeing him in handcuffs?
Could be interesting. Oh, you mean.
Ladies, can't you be home repotting your plants?
Here, thought you might want this from the heist you sent out.
She switched it for a fake, just to see if you'd notice.
Yeah, CZs are almost identical to diamonds, so don't feel bad that you didn't catch it.
Thanks, guys. But it's not true. They're just trying to cover for me. You knew. Why didn't you say anything?
Just wanted to give you the chance to prove that you could be trusted.
No pursuit. You're not so bad.
Thank you. I think.
Sir, I defragged all the mainframes, installed all new firewalls, and swept out the employee lounge. Can I, go now? Right. Going.
Maybe I spoke too soon.
Time the spirit breaks too. that one fine day I would get things right, but I can face another day if I can make it through tonight.
Coffee?
No thanks.
I can make tea.
I don't drink tea.
Hot chocolate with mini marshmallows? You think you can forgive us sometime before the next millennium?
Sure.
That didn't sound too convincing.
Look, I know you guys were just trying to watch out for me. I guess I'm just not used to having anyone care so much. My mom didn't. My dad didn't.
We do. A lot.
I'm really lucky to have friends like you. And if you want to know the truth, you guys were right. Evan Harris got to me again.
So you're human. Welcome to the club. If it makes you feel any better, music in high school was kind of a rush for me, too. And I'm not supposed to be doing this, but I like it anyway kind of way. Well, since we're being completely honest, if a guy like Evan came back into my life, I'm not so sure I could say no either.
I guess it's just as well he didn't say goodbye.
Maybe.
Okay.
Let's see who's up. If Speedo guy's out there, I'm gonna go out there and chop off his telephoto. I don't see him.
Here, let me try.
You see him?
No. No. No one's out there.